This is Bricktown Silver. Welcome to my mind. You have entered the BS zone. Hey, today we're going to do what we call around my house on a daily basis, the do-over. So we're going to do over our specific gravity test on this bar. Thought it was wrong the other day, so I wanted to check it again. And after I did that video on the specific gravity test, I got a comment from Marvelous Meadows. And he said he once tested a bar that didn't match the troy ounces stamped on it. And it said silver, I guess, said on there. And anyway, he did the specific gravity test on it, and it come out a 2 or 3. So he said it definitely was not silver. You guys be careful out there when you're buying this stuff. But Marvelous Meadows, I appreciate the comment there. And somebody that tried the same thing and come up with some bad results like I think I did on this bar here. But anyway, you know, this guy has got a scrapping channel, and he does pours. He shows you how to build an outdoor furnace. He scraps TVs and just all kinds of stuff. He's a real interesting guy. You need to go out there and check him out and subscribe to him. And I know one thing, he got a pretty shepherd on there. I wish I had a shepherd like that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do this test again. I did contact the old boy and told him that, well, turn it on again. I contacted the old boy and I said, hey, I don't really like this bar. It's not weighing right on specific gravity. So there we got 291.1 grams. And then, well, it's stamped PMC 9.61 troy ounces. Let's go to troy ounce and weigh that and see what that says. Okay, well, the string's probably a little bit wet because I dipped this one time. But 96.2 is what it said. It's probably got this wet string on there. But anyway, so it's stamped with the correct amount of weight. Says it's 999 fine silver. The stamp on it is PMC, and I thought that said PMO when I called him up. I said, hey, I got this PMO bar here. I said, it's not really doing specific gravity like it should be. I said, I'm not really happy with it. He says, well, it's been tested 2 times by 2 different people. We'll put on our water here. We put in a little bit of Grandpa's Strong Mason special sauce there. So that's what we're using for the water. And anyway, he said it's been tested 2 times by different people with a Sigma tester and all that. I said, well, I tested it with my Sigma and I was having a hard time coming up with a good reading on it. I said, but it's been tested 3 times now, and this time it's being tested 4 times. So we got a reading of 21.82 grams. Whoops, that's troy ounces. Let me back that back up. $678.7. If I can get it right here. 678.7. Something is not right. Oh, okay. Now, what I did wrong is I forgot to tear it out. Okay, we take it back to 0. Let me dry this thing off again. Anyway, he's got a pretty nice channel on there, that Monumental Metal. Was it Monumental Metals? You guys got so many different Marvelous Meadows. And anyway, he's got a pretty interesting channel. He scrapped out some TVs. He'd show you what kind of metals you can get out of your TVs if you had a bunch of scrap TVs around. And now I lost my bar in my towel here. Where is it at? Okay. Okay, so we got my bar back. Try it again. I'm terrible at this. So we got 30.5 grams. So we take those, we started out with 299.1 divided by 30.5. And by golly, I got my phone. I don't have a calculator. I need to get something besides this telephone. But I guess I'll stop it and start it again after I do the calculation. You know, I'll show you how ignorant I am. Okay, I'm back. Had to stop that to use my telephone as a calculator. But anyway, we had the weight. What did we start out with? We started out with just the bar, 299.1 grams for the bar. We put the water down there, zeroed it out, put the bar in, and it displaced by 30.5. You divide the grams by the 30.5 and come up with the specific gravity of 9.860557. Well, the specific gravity of silver has to be between 10.4 and 10.6. So this is definitely not silver. Well, I would say it's not silver. It could be half silver and half something, but anyway, this is not 999 fine. Anyway, I did call the old boy up and told him that. And he said, well, it was silver. And I said, well, I'm not satisfied. He said, well, what do you want to do about it? And I said, well, I either meet up with you either at the coin show in Carthage, I think he goes to, or Wichita, or Tulsa. And he agreed that he would replace it or give me my money back. I told him either one would be good with me. But it'll be a while before I run the old boy down because he lives in Kansas City, which is about 175 miles. And shoot, I could buy the bar again by the time it... Well, anyway, it's too far to drive to replace it. And I guess I could have mailed it to him. Never thought about that. But hopefully I can just go ahead and trade him for another 10-ounce bar. I did pay a premium for this because, anyway, the funny thing about it, when I was talking to him about it, he said, I never had no PMO bar. I said, you know, I told him who I was and what I looked like and all that. And I said, yeah, it's a PMO bar. And he said, no. He said, they don't have PMO bar. Never had one. And he said, oh, you mean a PMC bar. And you know how bad old Bricktown's eyes are getting? That's a PMC. So, anyway, I did the do-over, and like I say, I'll keep you guys posted later on how he treats me when I do run with him. I'll have to stick this in the vehicle and carry it to any shows I go to till I run across him, and we'll do that swap out there. But in the meantime, you guys go see Marvelous Meadows. Let me make sure that name is right. You know how I butcher out names. Yeah, Marvelous Meadows. And he'll show you some stuff. If you don't know, he'll show you all kinds of stuff. And check out that German Shepherd he's got. Boy, I'd love to have one of them. But anyway, this is Bricktown Silver. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Thanks for putting up with me and watching if you did this do-over. I know a lot of these guys, you probably don't do over their channels too often, but I'm out of here.